welcome to Rusty Fence Farm. I'm Amanda, and we have not introduced all the people in our family, nor the animals that we have on our farm. We just have a very small farm in North Mississippi. It's mostly for our personal use. We do sell sheep at an auction that we're actually going to today, and we're loading up some, and I'll try to get a video of that as well. I'm frowning a little bit because the sun is shining right in my eyeballs. So anyway, I wanted to go ahead and introduce Black Beauty. She's a little horse, a mini horse that we got for my daughter for her birthday. She just turned 10. She's always wanted a horse, and this horse is 20 years old, and she is very broken and very gentle and very easy to lead, and a very good horse for our daughter to learn and for us to learn with. She got done with her food, and now she is heading to the truck and trailer to find out what in the world is going on down there. Well, as you can see, my husband is backing the trailer up so that we can load, I think, 6 sheep. We have 2 registered rams and a few ewes that we are actually 2 registered rams, 1 ram that's not registered, and he is not a full-blooded Dorper, but he's actually a bottle-fed lamb that was so cute, but we can't keep him because he's a little bit too aggressive with us. So we are actually going to take him to the auction as well. So we've got 3 rams, 2 registered, 1 not, and we have a few ewes that we're going to take. And this is one of the parts that I'm not that crazy about, having to take some of the animals to auction, but that is one reason that we raise sheep, is for their meat, and we don't keep them all. We can't keep them all as pets. This is one of the reasons that we do this, is to sell them, and also for our kids to see the whole process. Some of the sheep that we're selling today were actually born on our farm, so they've seen the whole process from them born on the farm, raising the sheep, taking care of them so that they can be sold into the meat market. And that is one aspect of being a farmer. You can't get attached to all of the animals, of course, and of course you do get attached to some of them, but this is part of it. That's our ram, Zeke. We've had him for a couple of years, and we can't use him anymore on the farm. That's another thing about rams. You can only keep them for so long, and then you have to switch out rams. So it's his turn to be switched out. He's not very happy about being tied with the harness. Actually, the harness, I don't believe, is put on the right way, but they're kind of in a hurry. We had a lot of, should I say, chaos this morning with some of the animals that we may tell you about later. So they're kind of in a hurry. We meant to have already been at the auction to drop them off. Sometimes if you wait, well, let me say, the earlier you go, the less time you have to wait in line. So when we go, we'll probably have to sit in line for, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour. get back from the auction. We ended up taking 8. I told you earlier today that we were going to take 6, but we took 8. And what we do is we normally drop off our animals at the auction. So you can pull up, you can unload the animals, they tag the animals, they give you a sheet of all of their numbers that they've got, and or that they assigned to us for each animal. And then after the auction is over, because the auction can last till 5 or 6 this afternoon, and we had some other stuff to do today, so we couldn't stay at the auction. So anyway, they'll call us when it's done, and we can either go pick up our check or they'll mail it to us, either one. So I don't know how much we made yet, but we'll see. And when we got home today, one of the errands that my husband had to run was, is that we had 2 more lambs that we were feeding up for ourselves for the freezer. So we took them to the butcher. We'll be getting them back one day next week. We normally, which this is only the 3rd time we've done this. Last time we took 2 good sized ram lambs, and it gave us quite a bit of meat. And so we had 2 this time as well. And we usually get all the ground meat that we can, because we use the ground more than anything else. And ground lamb is really good, and it's really lean, and I think it's just good for you. And we like the fact that, well, the animals were born here on our farm. I know what they've eaten. I know how they've been treated. I know what medications they've had or not had, which these have not had. They've had very limited medications. So anyway, we just enjoy doing that. It doesn't put a lot of meat in our freezer by any means. During our lambing season this year, we were hoping to have more rams than ewes, but we had 8 total. I did a video of our lambing season and said that we had 7. Well, we ended up having another one just, I think about a week ago. So we had 8 total, which was 7 ewes and 1 ram this year. So anyway, it just happens like that sometimes. So this morning we had 20 sheep, and now we have 10. So we cut our flock in half today. We're not a big operation whatsoever. We're still learning a lot. We have learned a lot, and we are still learning every day. Every lambing season we learn something new. It's just a never-ending learning cycle is what it is. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I don't know what this channel is going to turn into exactly. It may just end up being more of a personal journal for our family and friends. Or, we would love to have other people come along with us on what we're doing. I do know that whatever we do in our videos and in our lives, we want to honor the Lord. So that's what you can expect from this video, is or from this channel, should I say, our videos about our farming experience, some things that we've learned that we would like to share with other people who are starting out. We homeschool. We've been homeschooling for 15 years, maybe 16. And we also want to share our faith with you. And like I said, I really don't know what exactly we're going to do on the channel, except I do know it'll be about those things, our faith, our family, and our farm. And so I hope that you can learn something from this channel. I'm really bad at videoing myself, but I've enjoyed videoing and putting videos together. So, and I feel like that is a good way to document, or it's actually a great way to document what goes on in our lives, and this is something that our kids will be able to have. We have 4 children, ranging from the ages of 10 to 25. So our the verse that I think of when I think about this our life right now is Ecclesiastes 3:1, and everything has a season, and we've seen many different seasons in the past. We've been married 18 years, going on 19, and so we've gone through many different seasons, and some have been good and some have been really challenging, but the Lord has seen us through all of it. And so anyway, that's what this channel is going to be. I just kind of started doing videos just to see if I could even do it, if I could even figure it out, how to put videos on YouTube or how to do a channel. And so I'm figuring it out a little bit. Well, it's kind of a slow process for me because we have so many other things going on. But it's been a joy so far, and so I hope this channel can maybe help other people. And like I said, if it never turns into anything, that's fine. It's just a journal of our lives and the things that we have done and will and are doing and plan to do in the future. And again, like I said, our goal is to honor the Lord in all that we do. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you that. And so on our little farm here, I'll quit swinging now because I know that might be messing you up. We raise meat sheep. We have a Dorper and Katahdin cross sheep is what we do. They're purely for meat. They're a hair sheep. They shed their hair as the weather warms up. They'll shed their hair, and then when the weather turns cool again, they'll grow a coat, to keep them warm. So anyway, we don't have to shear them. We probably should, because although they're meat sheep, it doesn't always, and they're supposed to shed, it doesn't always work that way. So we raise sheep. We do have chickens. In fact, we're incubating eggs right now. And if that goes okay, then I will do a detailed video on how to incubate eggs and hatch chickens. We also raise miniature schnauzers and Old English bulldogs. However, we have raised those. We don't currently have any. And honestly, I'm not sure that we're going to do any more litters of puppies. But we do have 2 Old English bulldogs, 1 miniature schnauzer, and an Australian shepherd. So I'll be introducing you to all of our animals. I think I said that earlier in this video. Over the next coming weeks, we'll introduce you to everybody, and hopefully my family as well, which you've already met Sophia. We have 2 older kids who are grown and gone and doing their own thing. And then we have 2 kids at home. I have a junior in high school and a 4th grader. So our lives are pretty full. We do stay busy. My husband just left his full-time job at a factory to start his own business, and maybe we can do some videos on that later as well. But anyway, I hope I haven't rambled on in this video, And like I said, I'm just so new at this. I don't even know where to look on the camera. I don't know if I'm supposed to look at me or the camera or what. So anyway, hopefully it'll get better. And I'll make a schedule as to how many how many times a week. Probably only once a week. It's probably all I can do right now. But anyway, we'll start posting more regularly. I would have done that the past couple of weeks, but I actually had my wisdom teeth cut out, and I'm still kind of dealing with that. So I'm actually being treated for a dry socket. It didn't feel too good. Feels pretty good now, but I have to go back to the dentist next week and get that checked on. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I hope that we're able to provide some things in the future that will help you out. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. And we're going to end our Saturday with a pot of chili. What I do first is I fry the meat, brown it, and then I cook. I had about a medium onion, like a yellow sweet onion, and I used about a quarter of it. I sliced it up really thin and chopped it up. Let that cook in there. Then when that's done cooking, I'm going to put it in this drainer and let the grease drain out. And then I'm going to add salt and pepper, about half of that thing of chili powder, 2 cans of kidney beans, and I'm going to puree those tomatoes and mix it all and put it in this pot. And that's what we're going to have for Saturday, and hopefully for Sunday lunch as well.